Hi guys, welcome back. It's DestroyYesterday here with a fresh new video with the next update. Today I'm just going to go over a couple things that will help you as beginners, tips and tricks for just to get started here and next, as it has completely changed everything since the update. So first, you'll see here that I've actually gotten pretty far into the game already with this update. When you first begin, it does the same thing as Atlas Rises, as usual. You know, you have a ship you have to repair and things, get the resources and stuff like that. Follow those missions until it gets you to the point where you're done warping. That basically ends the beginning part of the game, and that's fairly straightforward. It tells you everything you need to know for that. At some point, you will need to make a base. Now, you can do that anywhere now with this update, which is actually pretty cool. So just briefly here, I'll show you what I've done with mine. Found a nice little island and made myself a nice little getaway here. So pretty cool stuff here to be able to do now, which is awesome. Anyways, so to start building a base, you'll need to put down this base computer. It is in your build menu here under equipment, and then portable technology, and right there, base computer. You put that anywhere and you can then start building, even underwater. You do have to place it. Some places it doesn't like, but once you do that, you can build anywhere you want. You can put multiple in one area, so you can build essentially a small town or city. I plan on putting one here clear on the other side of this island here, so I can make a bridge to the other side. But not yet. Once you do that, you'll be given the ability to then put anything else here. So you'll have farming and stuff like that. At first you won't have that, but you'll have these base components. It's basically what you'll start with, just 4 things in here. Very simple. But in order to get those, you just have to build a blueprint analyzer, which is in the same place as the refiner here and the base computer. You go in, click blueprint research, and it will have base components that you can buy with a salvage module. So along those lines, how do you get salvage modules? Well, here's how. The analysis visor is very different from what it used to be in Atlas Rises now. Much more helpful. So I'm going to go inside though so you can hear me into the storm. So when you hold this, there's going to be some icons that pop up. So as you see here, this one's a resource deposit. You go there and you'll be able to find a resource. For this island, or for this planet, excuse me, it's copper, or paraffinium, as you can see over there on the right of my screen here on the HUD. Those are the 2 things you can find at resource deposits on this planet, anyways. Okay. Now there's another one that'll come up as a leaf. This is just my farm, but a leaf will show you a plant that is only habitable for your specific planet. So for this one, for instance, will be Starbowl. Alright, that's what that'll be. And the last ones, other than the houses, that's normal, it's a shelter. You can't see it on here, but they'll be yellow, and there will be 1, 2, or 3 lines, and they will tell you what it is. They range from eggs, which I advise you to stay away from the eggs. 2 will usually be some sort of rare resource, and 3 is an even rarer resource. Those are if they're vertical lines. Now, if they're horizontal lines, this is where it connects with the base computer. Horizontal lines is where you can go undig or dig in the ground, and you will be given the salvage modules to spend on here and get new base parts. So pretty simple. Sometimes those will give you nanites though as well. Alright, so after we've done that, you kind of have a place to go. you got yourself set up there. Briefly here, they reworked nanites now. Nanites are now up here, and they go directly to your account rather than in here like they did before, which is really helpful. These can be used to buy upgrades in the exosuit technology or your ship, excuse me, over here. And occasionally your freighter if you can find some, and your multi-tool, of course. Those range from class C to S, just like the ships, and their price varies. Obviously, we've still got the units. Those are important. You got to make those quick. If you really want to succeed in this game, you will need money. At first, you won't have a lot, but as you get going, you will. All right. Now, you're probably wondering how I got all these base missions with this new stuff. So, when you go in here, you'll see that the old base parts are actually still in here. So see, there's the T-shape in the square room. You will need to get approximately 5 to 7 salvage modules before the circular room will appear on the front here. Buy that and make it, and then the base missions will start. Very similar to the previous save before next, just like Atlas Rises. So you see here, I have mine down here with this little guy. Alright. They're still basically the same. They give you the same blueprints and things as the previously Atlas Rises did, with a few changes just because of next. So that's pretty cool. So you can see here they will give you the blueprints as normal. I'll show you. So I do have some of them. So I do have some of the plants already. Alright. Now, building is actually quite simple now. I feel like it was a little bit more difficult before. They do have a lot more difficulty though snapping on, like meaning like where you want it to be. Just takes a little bit of time for you to get used to how you gotta shape it in order to snap it. But they're pretty cool. These new things. Another cool thing is, just real briefly here with bases, when you put a flat piece down, like this, let's get it, where's the big one? There it is. You put this anywhere, I'm not going to show you because I don't want to ruin my island here, but you put it down somewhere. If I put it there, it will flatten the ground for me and get rid of what's in the way. So, no base is ever going to be tilted. So that's nice. But there's a cool thing. The stairs here, which you have to get those for the base computer. The stairs here will not remove the terrain. As you can see here, this rock is still there. So it kind of looks like your building is in the ground. So kind of like made to be there, which is actually really cool. I really like that. Alright. Okay, so briefly we're going to go over just how the exosuit and transferring resources works. It's a little bit different now. You have to, first of all, they switched the square and the X for PS4 anyways. Square is now to install technology and X is to craft, whereas before it was the other way around. Cool tip, if you have containers here and you already have some of that stuff in it, you can actually go on here, click transfer, and just take it right to your storage container, no matter where you are in the world or galaxy. It will go straight to your container. But you can't get it out unless you visit it. So, but nice way to save a little space. Alright. Just as a reminder for new players, some of you may already know this, but you can cycle. There's 3 different spots here for your exosuit now, which is really helpful. Cargo holds 500. As you can see, general only holds 250 of a resource. And it varies on other things for, like, what are they called? Not resources, but items and things. You can now hold 5 in the general inventory, and also 5 in the cargo. So, that's really nice. And briefly, I would recommend that you save as much as possible, especially with the bugs going around lately, that there's been a lot of people that have their saves crash. So I would recommend you save wherever you can. These are also, this isn't pick-upable. So if you look here, if I hold circle, I can pick it up like that, and it pops in right here, and I can take it wherever I go. So if you're out roaming on a planet and your spaceship's not close to you, you can drop this down and save, and if your game crashes or you have issues, it'll load you back up right where you dropped that save point. To simply build it again, you just go where it always is and put it down, just like so. So pretty cool. Still, the colors and things still work the same mechanisms there. The terrain manipulator is a little bit, it's not new, it was there in Atlas Rises, but it's a little bit different now. So if you see up here at the top right, I can switch between my mining beam and the terrain manipulator. Circle, for PS4, will switch between mine and create. Now when you create, you see this little thing at the bottom here. If you click, obviously L1 says you undo something that you've just done. Shape and material can go up here. You can change it from a sphere to a cube, and the material that you use depending on where you want to build. So that's pretty cool. And from what I've known so far, at least from my experience, they have fixed the terrain where it doesn't go inside of your base anymore and like take it over once you remove it. Because this has been here for hours and it hasn't filled in. So that's nice. Alright. Oh, one last thing. A couple things actually. The tech boosts, you can see here they're highlighted in blue. If you put the same things together, it will give you even bigger boosts than had you put them separately. So those are very important to arrange them like that. So as you see here, the jetpack's right there, so I can't put any by it. I chose to put them over here. Alright. Those are important. And the last little thing to help you get started, let me run around here, is the teleporter. I recommend you build this as soon as you can. This is a big help. It's underneath, it's a weird looking, it looks weird right here just because where I put it, but obviously beforehand you could teleport anywhere, but they've made it even more simpler to use. You can now teleport anywhere that you've been with it, obviously, and as soon as you place it, you can teleport straight to the base or to the space station in your system. So when you're first beginning and you don't have a for sale, whatever, the thing you put on the wall to sell your stuff to, a galactic trade network, that's the name, you can then teleport straight to the space station to sell whatever you need. Alright, so we're going to do that real quick. As it's doing that, I will show you a couple last things in the space station that will help you out for beginners here. One last thing I don't really want to show you just because it will take a lot of time. After you warp a few times to new systems, you will be given the chance to save a freighter from battle. For those of you only starting a new save, will this work? Once you save that freighter from a battle, you will be given that freighter to you for free, along with an extra frigate. Now you're probably wondering what the crap is a frigate. A frigate is basically a miniature freighter. You can land on it, but you can send it out on missions, and it will come back and give you money or resources or something like that. So that's pretty cool. Beware though that sometimes they can come back and get, they will need to be fixed. They'll break. But that is a way that you can make some early money too. So that's nice. And you can buy up to 50 frigates for your fleet. You can make a whole fleet and control them from your freighter. Alright? Alright, last thing here. So there's two sides to the space station now. Really nice. When you come in and land and your ship turns, on the left side will be the teleportation device, followed by a galactic trade network, a place where you can get missions. So this is where you can do the missions like you did in Atlas Rises, and a guild that will sometimes give you a mission specifically for a certain guild, or just give you a reward. Alright? And of course you can talk to any of these aliens here. Alright, I saved the best for last. over here on the right side, there's actually an ability you can change your appearance. This is well known, obviously, but you can presets, different everything, travel, Viking, Korvax, anything you want, which is really cool. It makes it a lot more personal. So you can see here I've kind of done a little bit of a version of a stormtrooper, I think. Personally, also, I love the movie Interstellar, so I wanted white just to make it feel like I was in space. So that's pretty cool. Here is the Exosuit Upgrades. Word of advice, you can buy them with nanite clusters right here, and you will be given the blueprint. Or, if you just go purchase upgrade modules, you will only be given it until you delete it, and then you will no longer have it. Alright, so be careful what you choose there, because this one you will lose them if you delete it accidentally or uninstall it. Alright? When you get these, they will be given to you in your exosuit. You then hold square over them, and then move it to the appropriate place to give you the support. So I'm going to do it right now just because this will help me anyways. So, buy it. You go out. See right here? It popped down right here. So I have these. I'm going to actually put it up here just because it looks better. So if you see moving, it doesn't do anything. If you hold square over it, it'll come up like that, and then hold X in the spot you want, and it'll install it. Now, if you look here, I've overloaded the system. I have too much. Alright? So, that is normal. That is supposed to happen. I'm going to get rid of the C one, because that's the C and I want a B. Alright? So that's what I do. Looks like I get rid of this one too. Now we're good. Alright. So, pretty cool. Over here is the ship upgrades. So same thing over here, how it works, and the multi-tool. Alright. So pretty cool. I'm going to install, oops, this real quick. Right here. Okay. So the thing is the main menu here. Recharging. This is your emotes. So pretty cool. And summoning your ships. You can now summon multiple. So if you own like 4 ships, you just go to this menu right here and it'll summon it. Summon your freighter and your regular ship. And this is where you can switch from first person to third person. So there you have it. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I will be making some more videos as I get along here, but this is just a video for those few starters or aren't quite sure how Next is working here at the beginning. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. See ya.